Hi folks, Jason here with Action Camera, and I've got something very, very exciting, especially for you Sony E-mount shooters, in this box to share with you today. Without further ado, let's take a look at what we got here. Here we have the brand new, as of yet unreleased, Tamron 150 to 500 millimeter f5 to 6.7 lens. Thanks to Ben at Tamron USA, we're going to be able to share a first look with this lens. The reason why this is so exciting and highly anticipated is because of, until now, if you wanted a long range zoom for the Sony E-mount system, especially for the full frame system, you're looking at spending $2,000 and up. There's the fantastic 200 to 600 G and the G Master at 100 to 400 millimeter, but you're looking at 2,000 for the 200 to 600 and 2,500 for the 100 to 400. This little guy here comes in at $1,400, and it promises to be stiff competition for those two lenses that are much more expensive. So let's see what we have. I have literally not laid eyes on this lens as of yet. Like I said, it's unreleased. I believe it's scheduled to be released in early June. A lot of vendors online are listing June 10th. I'm told, again by Ben, who's kind enough to loan this to us from Tamron USA, that this is a full production model. So you're getting a first look along with the rest of the world basically at this lens. Typical literature here, warranty card, little starter's guide here, goes over all the different modes that, if you're accustomed to some of the previous lenses from Tamron, you'll be no stranger to these modes. Show you more of that when we actually get into the lens. Little tool with some screws here. I'm gonna guess that this is to do with the mount. Again, some more literature, probably in this one looks like it's written in either, looks like Japanese characters actually. Little separator there for the literature. Nicely packaged here. You'll notice that it seems like it does not come with any type of case, which sometimes these lenses will come with a vinyl case or some kind of soft pouch. This one does not. It does come with what appears to be a very standard hood. The lens cap has its own packaging, I see. As you might expect if you've looked at their launch release, it does seem very compact for a 100, 150 to 500 lens. Weight-wise, we'll get into more of the specs a little bit later. This is just a first look. We do have this lens, I'm told, for a couple of weeks, so we at Action Camera are going to put it through its full paces and give you our full thoughts. But for right now, we're just doing an unboxing / first look of sorts. Like I said, from the manual, it looked like you have basic settings. It's got your range limiter here, so you can, limit where the focus is going to search. Basically, you have your autofocus, manual focus. These switches seem very, very robust here, very confident when you click it. Vibration control on and off, and as typical with a lot of the Tamron lenses, we have 3 different modes of vibration control, 1, 2, and 3. And when we do a more extensive review, we'll go into more of what that entails and why we have that. something Tamron's been doing lately. I love this feature. This foot, the mount here, is actually compatible with any Arca Swiss tripod that you might already have. So it actually, if you have the tripod to go with it, you basically can avoid having to use a quick release plate at all. This will slot right in there, and you lose that step, and it takes out the chance that the foot and the tripod plate, the quick release plate, will wiggle. It's just a nice feature, a step saver. It looks like you'd have this collar that can obviously rotate. Don't know if it comes completely off. Doesn't look like it as of right. Oh, no, it does. So if you did want to, if you felt the lens was light enough and you wanted to shoot completely without the tripod collar, you can remove that. Obviously, also you can rotate it to shoot in different orientations. Once you do lock it down, though, it is very sturdy, so that's obviously a good thing to note. So here we go. I'm gonna release the little zoom here. I assume there's a zoom lock. Okay. So you can see that it does telescope. It's not internal zoom. It's very sturdy though. It's got a nice feedback. It's definitely not so loose that it's gonna creep on you. But when you rotate it, it's very solid. It gives a good resistance. You can see here about how much the throw is on the rotation. That was 150 to 500. 500 to 150. Looks like less than a quarter turn, really, to go all the way through the range. And another thing that Tamron has been doing, so this lock here is basically for storage purposes. Once you put away the lens and you're ready to just put it back in the case or whatever, your camera bag, you lock that so you don't have any zoom creep. But what Tamron does, and I really like this feature, let's just say you're dialed in, you're going to be shooting at 300 here. Remove that chance of it zooming on you accidentally. You just pull that collar out and boom, it's locked in place. It's not going to turn now. Like I said, I'll give you full specs on it. It's nothing that you can't look up online, I'm sure, but for a 150 to 500 full frame lens, this is quite light. And I've shot with the 200 to 600 and the 100 to 400 before. I'm going to have to go ahead and guess that this is lighter than either of them by a fair margin. And I'd say in the hand it feels about the same bulk as the 100 to 400. So you're getting a pretty compact lens that goes 100 millimeters further than the 100 to 400 GM. And it just slots right in there between the two, obviously. Seems like a really good option. Like I said, we've got it for a couple of weeks. This was just the first look and unboxing. And so stay tuned to find out how this baby really performs. We'll try our best to put it through its paces, do some wildlife, maybe do some action. I know there's not a lot of events going on right now due to COVID, but we'll do our best. So stay tuned. Thanks.